After 3 weeks in Hanoi, it was time to move to our next destination in Vietnam. We decided to take the overnight train from Hanoi to Da Nang, embarking on a 16-hour journey featuring scenic coastal views. The train was equipped with clean cabins, air conditioning, and we even got complimentary snacks and drinks. The train journey takes a lot longer compared to taking the plane, but we opted for the more adventurous option. The railway stretches from Hanoi all the way to Ho Chi Minh City, with stops in several cities, including Da Nang, making it the longest train ride in Vietnam. In the morning, as we were approaching our stop, the views started getting even more beautiful. Initially, we planned to spend only 5 days in Da Nang, which is why we booked our first hotel closer to city center. We had a specific plan on our mind and didn't really expect much. However, we ended up spending 3 weeks here, and after watching this video, you will probably understand why. For example, comparing to Hanoi, we felt safe to ride the scooter, and honestly, it was such a fun experience. My Khe Beach is another reason we fell in love with Da Nang. It's not just beautiful, it's iconic, even recognized for its perfect conditions for surfing. So, of course, we signed up for a surfing lesson. We didn't manage to film us catching the waves, since we were all in the water, but some moments are better lived than recorded. In terms of food, we loved the bold central Vietnamese flavors. Da Nang is packed with incredible spots to eat, and we simply couldn't resist having fresh seafood every chance we got. Although Da Nang has a thriving nightlife, we spent our evenings walking peacefully along the beach, just listening to the waves. We ended up loving Da Nang so much that we decided to stay longer and moved closer to the beach. Around 5 a.m., the city quietly comes to life. Locals come to the beach to practice yoga, do their morning workouts, or simply sit in silence and meditate before going back to their daily routine. While we spent our days mostly relaxing on the beach, we couldn't miss visiting another city landmark, Lady Buddha. The magnificent white statue of the Goddess of Mercy overlooks the city and protects it from danger. The statue is about 67 meters tall and can be seen from the east coast. We actually first spotted Lady Buddha while we were on My Khe Beach. For fishers, she is also a patron saint who watches over and protects them at sea. There is no entrance fee, but visitors may drop a small amount of money into donation boxes. We learned that My Khe Beach was actually honored by Forbes to be one of the top 10 beaches in the world, and honestly, it's easy to see why. With its soft white sand, warm clear water, and gentle waves, it feels like a piece of heaven. During the day, the beach feels empty as locals prefer to avoid sun exposure and heat. However, things change at sunset. People come back to the beach to relax with their families, swim and play, and the whole place comes to life. Da Nang nightlife features bustling night markets, nightclubs and rooftop bars, iconic illuminated bridges, and scenic Han River cruises. We went to see the famous Dragon Bridge, designed in the shape of a dragon. We also tried delicious crispy pancakes called banseo at Sontra Night Market, which has a great selection of street food and souvenirs. On weekends, visitors gather at Dragon Bridge to watch the fire and water performance. The show starts at 9 p.m., but it's better to come earlier to find a good spot. As I mentioned earlier, we loved waking up just in time for the sunrise. It became our morning ritual since we lived so close to the beach. My Khe Beach may not be the best place to watch the sunset, but the sunrise, this was probably the most beautiful sunrise of our lives. Actually, the reason we came in Da Nang in the first place was going to Bana Hills to visit the iconic Golden Bridge. To reach the bridge, we hopped on the world's longest single-lane cable car. Isn't that exciting? The beautiful walkway held by two giant stone hands had been on our list for years, and seeing it in real life was such a surreal moment. No pictures or videos can capture how impressive the bridge looks in real life. Bana Hills Sun World is actually an amusement park built on top of the mountain. Most visitors come here just to see the bridge, but we love amusement parks and we're excited about spending the day here. The park is huge and offers so much to do. There are gardens with sculptures, even a French village, a medieval castle, a neoclassical cathedral, a wax museum, countless restaurants and food stalls. It felt like we were part of a fairy tale. We, 3 grown-ups, had a blast walking around and exploring everything. Bana Hills truly impressed us with its landscape, design, and attention to details. By the way, the admission ticket gets you access to both the bridge and the park. Isn't that a sweet deal? Just look at all these decorations. It's like we're walking straight into a world of magic. We also found an underground park with rides and games, which was the best place to beat the heat. Before coming, we read some negative comments online saying that it felt fake. However, we didn't agree at all. First of all, it's an amusement park. Of course it's not real. And second, of course it's not more impressive than Disney World or Universal Studios Park, but it's still an amazing place, especially being built on mountain top. On our way back, we passed by the Golden Bridge once more, still getting butterflies of excitement. Da Nang exceeded all our expectations and quickly stole our hearts. Despite some rain showers in the afternoon, the weather in June was perfect, and we enjoyed every bit of our stay. Next time we're back in Vietnam, Da Nang will be our first stop for sure. Located an hour outside of Da Nang, Hoi An is a remarkably preserved UNESCO World Heritage Site. We are in Hoi An! Known for its yellow, lantern-lit streets, charming architecture, and high-quality custom tailors, Hoi An is a must-visit on any itinerary in Vietnam. The old town is truly a photographer's dream. Every street has its own charm, and we couldn't resist taking lots and lots of pictures. We loved exploring the narrow streets, shopping for authentic souvenirs, and trying the local food. We even learned the proper way to eat the bánh pancakes. You break off a piece of the crispy pancake, add the lettuce leaf with fresh herbs, and wrap that in rice paper. Then you dip the roll into fish sauce and eat it. During our stay in Hoi An, we made sure to get tickets to Hoi An Memories Show. It's a spectacular open-air show that brings the city's rich history and culture to life with massive stages, dazzling lights, and dozens of performers. Sitting there, we felt completely immersed and amazed. I'm not going to exaggerate when I say that this show was the highlight of our whole trip in Vietnam. By night, the energy shifts as the city comes alive. With glowing lanterns lining the water and storefronts, you finally understand why it's often called the City of Lanterns. Simply wandering through the old town turns into a magical experience. As Hoi An is also famous for its tailors, you'll see countless shops offering custom-made clothes. It's the ideal place to get something unique, whether it's a dress or a suit tailored exactly to you. Of course, you cannot miss going to the night market for street food and souvenirs. Even with the crowds, the town successfully keeps its historical charm. Many tourists come to Hoi An on a quick day trip, but we stayed here for about 10 days. We loved getting our daily Vietnamese coffee, we loved exploring hidden cafes and shops. We also discovered the local beach, which quickly became our little hideaway, far from the usual tourist hustle. We got to experience Hoi An at its own pace, slow but colorful and unforgettable. We even had a favorite spot for dinner, where we tried the Hoi An special dish, white rose dumplings. Vietnamese food in general has a special place in our hearts, because no matter where we went, it was always so tasty and full of flavor. We couldn't miss the key activity of taking a traditional boat ride on the Hoi River to release paper lanterns. For a moment, it felt like we were in the famous lantern scene in the Rapunzel animated movie. Many visitors choose to release lanterns as a symbol of luck and happiness. Of course, we made a wish too. Although some of us had to rethink their wish and release the lantern again. And that's a wrap on our Da Nang and Hoi An adventure. Stay tuned for another Vietnam video coming up, and as always, thanks for watching our vlog.